Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us here, and just a shout out to my mom and my father-in-law in the back. So my father-in-law, who doesn't throw anything out, and we tell him about it all the time, managed to bring us over this wonderful article about the kid's great-grandmother. Her name's Goldie Mann. Can I just see how many of you in here knew Goldie Mann? Oh, great, very good. So we'd like to share with you just some excerpts from this article about Goldie. So the kids are going to share a little bit from the article with you.
Sitting on her sunny porch, dressed in a hot pink dress which accents her medium-length gray hair and light brown skin, Miss Lucy Goldie Mann describes herself. I'm not a goody good, just a Christian trying to serve. Surrounded by well-tended pots of geraniums, cactus, gardenias, and sewing machines with bags of materials and patterns, Miss Mann rocks gently, contently on her front porch, high on a hill of Route 211, Otisville. In the distant town, the town's morning momentum picks up as she recalls how she became the Mount Hope Presbyterian Church's lay preacher. A Negro serving a predominant white congregation, Miss May is one of two women lay preachers in the Mid-Hudson region. She currently fills the pulpit vacated last Easter by the Reverend Paul O'Brien, who accepted a call to a New Jersey post. She will lead the congregation until it selects a full-time minister. Her eyes take on a glow as she talks of her newfound vocation. My happiness is doing what he wants me to. I think that if you seek the kingdom of heaven first, then all things will come to you. Maybe not material riches, she ponders, gently placing a red hymnal on the nearby table, but contentment in knowing that Jesus is our Lord and Savior.
Born and raised in Middletown, Miss Mann was number 13 of 17 children. When her mother was pregnant with her, a traveling salesman requested that the baby be named after his mother, Goldie. Her name, which sounds like a nickname, became her legal first name. It's unusual, but it's made people remember me, she laughs. Her parents were a devout church-going couple involving their entire family in church activities. Miss Mann remembers childhood Sundays as days of worship and rest. Sunday school was followed by services both in the morning and evening. As a teenager, she attended youth fellowship meetings in the afternoons, plus weekly church meetings. At 13, Miss Mann met an exceptional woman, an evangelist, and was greatly influenced. Miss Mann said she had such power, yet was so sweet and gentle toward a person that I knew I wanted to be just like her, and also possesses that innate glow. It was a turning point of her life. Since then, Miss Mann has directed herself to uphold her interest and usefulness to the church. In return, she says she receives an inner contentment. I've always felt that in times of trouble, God and Jesus are there as my strength and a shield to see that I will come through no matter what problems come.
At age 16, Mrs. Mann met her husband, Louis, at a church social. He was an outgoing, friendly person with an infectious laugh that made me laugh too. She broadened her smile at the thought. I didn't particularly take to him, but that night he proposed. I told him I wanted to finish school first. During the next 2 years, he sent flowers, cards, and candy. 2 weeks after her graduation from high school, they were married. Her married days were filled with raising her four children, a part-time job including working at the Orange County Community College bookstore where she worked for 7 years. After being ordained, Mrs. Mann was a guest preacher at many of the Otisville services. She says that Reverend Boger encouraged her to speak, although she was at first a bit nervous in speaking to the congregation. I get so involved with what I'm saying that I lose my fear. Now I like to get up before people and to speak God's words. My fear is gone and I'm at ease with Him. I feel comfortable speaking. She also wondered how the congregation would accept a Negro preacher. Many people receive me well. We have a good relationship. The development of the women's lib movement may have had something to do with Mrs. Mann acquiring her position. She says that even the National General Assembly of Presbytery Advocates, women as elders and feel young people should play a more decisive role in the church. Mrs. Mann became silent and rocked for a while, hands clasped together. The sun peeking under the shades shone on her face as she spoke. Sometimes it's difficult to serve God in a congregation, but it's definitely worth it. Then she wrote out the coming events at her church and signed it as usual, his servant, Goldie Mann.
Goldie Mann lived to be 73 years old. The anniversary of her death is actually the 25th of this month. She left a legacy of 4 children, 12 grandchildren, and 23 great-grandchildren. In speaking with her daughter Betsy, she described her mother as exceptional, the same words used in the article to describe the woman that Goldie met at 13 that changed her life. That's the story of Goldie Mann.